Hello, how's everybody doing? Okay, so I know last Sunday I was like, every Sunday I'm gonna go on at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but then my schedule changed again. Yeah, as you can see, and I'm a Sagittarius, by the way, not to make that an excuse, but it's a definition of who I am. Not very good at like committing myself to a certain time schedule. So yeah, you guys, I just did a new moon reading on my channel, so go check it out. I think it's a banger in the sense of it's helping you to be aware of what's going on in the energies right now. I'm holding this because I'm sweaty. Hi, Ashley. I'm good. How about you? Anyways, it's helping you to get clear on the energies right now, why you're feeling the way that you do, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling overburdened. It also depends on, because the new moon is in Cancer, and it depends on like what transits are affecting your sign and stuff. Not really an astrologist, but for me as a Sagittarius, if you guys are Sagittarians out there, it's making me feel so tired because apparently Saturn is in my sun sign. And I think it's so weird that I got like 3 likes, but there's one person here. Well, that was random. But yeah, like and subscribe to get a free read. And pay current subscribers get $2 reads, okay? So I'm going to start off with a general reading for everybody. But if you guys want to know a little bit more about that new moon reading, it has to do with the people that have taken care of us. Could be our parents or like other caregivers that have been with us for a long time. Hi, Cheryl. And it has to do with them and the way that they mishandle us. Right? So it sounds like a tough one. Cheryl, I'm doing okay. Like the new moon energy is making me feel weird. But I think good changes are happening slowly. So that's good. Yeah, like and subscribe, y'all. So I'm gonna do a general for you guys. I want to start off actually since this energy is not really right for this deck. I'm gonna I think this one's better. Okay. Wow. Hearts. Okay. Ashley says, if there is a lockdown, I wonder why not everything is closed. Is there a lockdown right now? My place is not a lockdown? What do you mean by lockdown? Because for me in my area, the cops would send us like text messages saying like we can't go out because there's protests and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I guess everything's not closed because like the government can't support everybody. So I don't know. Ooh, okay, cool. So like super bright. There you go. So that's funny. The card for our read today is trust. And this is a general reading for everybody. So I think this is really cool because it's going to resonate with everybody that's watching this in the live and outside of the live. So let's see. Yeah, okay. All right, so this is a tough one because this card is more so talking about trusting. And if you guys hear like chatter in the background, my husband's on the phone. So hi, Empress Daisy. But this one is about trusting who we are. And that can be a hard one if our self-esteem is not so like on par. And if the situations around us are not looking the way that we want it to. Because I don't know about you guys, but for me, everything in my emotional world seems to go well when everything outside of me is like normal. But when things are not right outside of me and like the structure has changed and my routine has changed and I'm feeling uncertain, my emotional world starts to get shaken. So this is more so about trusting yourself, even though your expectations are not panning out the way that you want it to, right? Or in anything. Like if you have a project and it's not turning out right, and you're starting to feel like maybe miserable over it. This is about trusting yourself, even though things don't turn out right, right? Okay, the angels are telling me like that they're telling me that we're smart. Why does it say there's no one here, but like there's so many people in the chat? That's so weird. Anyway, the angels are telling us to use our knowledge that we have in our heads to figure out a game plan for us. They're talking about setbacks and how the new moon is bringing up a lot of stuff from the past that makes us seem like we're not progressing in our lives. Like it makes us feel like we're stagnant. But they're saying that during this time of stagnancy, we can use our mind to think about and plan what to do according to these setbacks. And they're saying to make a list, if you guys have a journal, to make a list about possible things that you could do to advance. And I also see like a lot of internet searching too. I don't know what that is. They're talking about a game plan. So going online and researching certain topics. Oh, okay. They're saying that in your game plan, use the internet to go with your next plan. Like use the use the knowledge that's on the internet to figure out your next step. There you go. And I'm seeing like a lot of books, like a lot of like studying or going back to school. They're talking about habits. Okay, well, they're saying, I hate this, but they're saying that the knowledge that we put into our minds, right? Like how we spend our day with what we feed our minds. Obviously, the result at the end of the day or at the end of the week is going to be what we feed into ourselves. So if you're feeding yourself stress and negativity, you're watching all these news channels that are stressing you out, then, that's what's going to happen, right? But they're also telling you guys to meditate to find your center. And this is like it's like this reading keeps going on and on. Usually like it stops at a certain point. Hi, Shay. I remember you from Mystical Mermaids channel. And you guys, check out Mystical Mermaids channel. She's a heyoka, like one of those empaths, like the really unique ones. And she's very loving, and the services that she does is always from the heart. So check her out, Mystical Mermaid, okay? Okay, so with that being said, new subscribers get a free read, and current subscribers just need to donate $2, okay? And the donation link is just above the chat. Shay says, yes, I'm trying not to call you Cheeto. It's okay, you can call me that. Let me get my water. Okay, Lightning Spark, hi, how are you? So, do we have questions today? Everyone's just saying, hey, hey, hey. It's so good to see like a lively chat. It really brings my spirits up because like, while you guys are, sending your questions, I'm gonna just chat. I don't know, I've been like funky because of this new moon stuff. And I'm also like trying to find a new job, which is obviously like weird right now, right? Shay says, a lot of what you said resonated. I am looking to complete my degree and I am doing a lot of internet searches. There you go. Yeah, I don't usually see stuff like this when I do general reads. It just looks like people right now are at a stagnant time. At least for me, people right now are at a stagnant time, and the plans that they're making are not going in the way that they wanted to, or like the future direction is changing, and so they're just like, whoa, like what? Okay, so Lightning Spark donated. Thank you for that. So what's your question, Lightning Spark? Excuse me. And they're also saying that for the trust card that know that what you're doing will come into fruition. And because I think that's what they really want you to know, and that that there's money coming out of this game plan of yours, or like the your end goal. There's money coming out of it. So because your plans change, it doesn't mean that your goals are not going to come to you, is what they're trying to say. Miss T Bubble. Hi, I'm new. Do we just ask a question? Just subscribe. Thank you. So yeah, subscribe and like. And everybody that's here, thumbs up, okay? Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, you can just ask a question. So people that donate, they go first. But yeah, just ask a question. And then once you're done, you'll probably be after Lightning Spark. Okay, so Lightning Spark 100 says, he just wants a message from Spirit or anything that he should expect. Okay, so, okay, this is good. All right, because I've done some readings with you live in the past, Lightning Spark, and they've always been questions about things that you're trying to control too much, right? And about this weird, like, not weird, just a very, I'm not gonna get into it. You already know, okay? It's just about how like you don't know how to interact with people in the way that is conducive. Is that a word? Beneficial for you and the other person. Shay says, I'll just throw my question out and you can get to it when you get to it. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. What was I doing? Oh yeah, this happens a lot. So anyways, so the reason why I think this is good, Lightning Spark, is because I see you going in a new direction. Like it looks like you are finally, I don't know if you're deciding to do this or if your guides are helping you out or something, but it just looks like you're going onto a brighter, newer path for yourself. I think you decided to make this internal change. I don't know what happened, but there was just like a switch in your mind, almost like, oh, they said that there's a download, like a, like a cosmic download of information. It could have happened in your sleep. It could have happened. Is today the new moon or is it tomorrow? I don't know. My app says it's today, but anyway, I think you got this download that helped you to gain some insight about yourself and how you wanted to live out the rest of your life, I think. I don't know how old you are either, but whatever it is, it almost feels like it was too late. And I know that coming from a medium, that's just like, why would you say that? Lightning Spark says, I've been seeing 343 every day for like the past couple of months, and it feels like it's my guides. Yeah, I think it is too. But it's weird because this guide feels human. So either this guide is somebody from your lineage, your bloodline, or it's from like a past life who knew you or something like that. Whoever this is very smart. Like very, I don't know, just this person looked like he read like a bunch of books and traveled a lot and just gained a lot of insight. And he's here to help you. He's here to help you to rewire your knowledge, almost rewire your brain, because there's just certain things that almost don't click for you, but it's in the social sense, how you relate to people, how you interact with people. It's like a light bulb that is like either been suppressed or just has never turned on or has never gotten the proper experience for it to develop, within you. It's really cool. This is really cool because it just looks like you're going to be a proper he says it like your spirit guide, whoever this is, says it like he's just gonna be a proper young fellow. It kind of sounds like he has like a British accent, like a proper, like, I don't know, I can't do it. I could, but I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't know. Just like when he talks, he's just like, yes. Like he really embraced his life and his journey. And I think he wants to teach you how to be a proper man. And what I mean by that is somebody that is studious, is educated, is knowledgeable, and knows how to basically live his life. Because I feel like you didn't really know how to do that in a normal sense, if you know what I mean. I don't want to be too specific because I don't want to, like, expose you or something like that. But does that make sense for you, Lightning Spark? Like, do you just feel like you're just on a different path now? And what I mean, what I said earlier, I said that it felt like it would have been too late for you. Kind of like this guide kind of just swooped in and just like caught you so that you wouldn't continue this path of digging into other people so obsessively and so, what's the word? I mean, the term that I could really put this in an accurate way is violating people's privacy. So he's catching you before you continue to go down that rabbit hole, before you can rescue yourself, right? And what I mean by that is if you continue to do what you did or what you're doing, it would just completely define you and obliterate you. And suddenly you would just lose yourself and you would never find yourself again. I know that was so dark. I mean, there's light for everybody. It just felt like for you, it was going down the deep end. But I think the spirit guide is here to, he calls you chap. He's here to just lighten your life and lighten your load, he says. I don't know what kind of load that you've been experiencing. But he's here to bring some zest and brightness into your life and to just like literally take your shoulders and just turn your body in a new direction so that you could see what it is that you're doing wrong and what it is you can be doing right. So this is very good. So yeah. All right. So it was Miss Bubble Tea. Okay, there she is. And then it'll be Shay. Oh, and for the new folks here, please like and subscribe before you get a free read, okay? And current subscribers, it's only $2 for a question. All right, so Miss Bubble, I'm confusing them because I like boba tea. You're welcome, Lightning Spark. Miss T Bubble says, is it a good idea to start looking into dating again, or should I just continue focusing on myself? I feel like I need a card for this. Give me a second. Miss T Bubble says, I like and I love bubble tea too. It was just taken. Of course it would, right? That's a popular name. Oh, oops. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Whew. Just like energy shift in these cards, from doing one reading to doing another. I should really do like some sort of spiritual method to like help me to switch from person to person. So let's see if I could. Okay. All right. So you got two cards. One of them says receptivity and the other one says cycles and rhythms. The reason why I say that is because I'm just like, it feels like your hormones dictate who you want to date, when you want to date, what you want to do, where you want to be, stuff like that. Lightning Spark says, gonna donate for another, but you can do Shay before me. Okay, yeah, let's do that. All right, give me a second. I'm like, what? So this card, cycles and rhythms, to me, it always points to your hormones, whether it's out of whack. Usually it's out of whack whenever I pull out this card, but for you, it's more like it's very natural, your hormones. And so they don't feel out of place. It's very much that your hormones, I almost said donated because I read donated. Your hormones guide you to, it just guides you it's almost like a flow, right? Like the river, the flow of a river just kind of like takes you certain places, and you're kind of just like, oh, okay, like going this way, and then next week maybe we're going that way. Next month it's this way, you know. Shay says, I just tried boba tea a month ago. I need to find out how to order it less sweet. Just say I want it half sweet. That's what I do. Sometimes they don't do it though. Sometimes they do. I don't know. I need it. Thanks for the donation, guys, by the way. And so basically, Miss T Bubble, oh, you said, she says, I went through a breakup in March, and honestly, that was super painful. So I just decided to focus on myself. But all the guys I attract were all the same. They were never over their exes. That's funny. Sorry. I tend to find humor in a lot of things. I really don't mean to be rude. And I took that as I wasn't over my exes. So I needed to work on myself to attract better energy. And that's very insightful and intuitive of you. Let me see what's going on here. Let me just continue my train of thought, and then we'll see what connects and what doesn't, because that's what happens in a personal reading of mine. And I also don't want to make it seem like your intuition is off either. Just putting that out there. I think you're right. So what I was going to say was that your hormones and your cycle of the time of the month, you know, your menstrual period, it's interesting because it takes you to places where you need to look at certain stuff to work on yourself and to be aware of them. And she says, so I'm just scared, like I don't want to start dating again if I'm not energetically ready yet. And yeah, I think you're right. I think you're really intuitive with your emotional body. Which is great because mine's out of whack. Like I went to an OBGYN and he gave me birth control despite me saying like, I've had depression and anxiety in the past. Like I feel like it's gonna fuck me up. But he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I took it and it fucked me up. But for you, it's like, it just feels very natural. Like as if you've never taken birth control before, or maybe you have, but like, it's been like decades since you haven't or something. I don't know. But I really think that your hormones, it's so fucking interesting because it's almost like it's a regulator for like your emotional body of what you need to look at. And so it takes you to certain experiences. Okay, what I'm seeing is like, imagine like a river flow, and it's like it going like this, like a snake. And it takes you to and from, and as you are riding this wave with your cycle, even outside of the cycle, because we're always in some sort of cycle, right? Because of our hormones, it's always some sort of flow to it. Your thoughts and your emotions and your experiences are carried with you, almost like if you're in this like cycle boat, and you're on this boat and it's just, you know, taking you to places and blah, blah, blah. She says, I just graduated with a degree in psychology. I analyze everything. It's been months, but I think I'm allergic. What? I think I'm allergic to what? Because I always break out in rashes. I don't know what that is. Let's see, okay. Oh, you think you're allergic to birth control. Oh shit. That's crazy. That sucks. I mean, everybody can have a really shitty reaction to birth control. But I've never heard of somebody breaking out in rashes. But that's a good sign, right? It's probably your body saying, like, don't take this. I'm like, no. Then you go back to your question. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's a good. Should I start dating again or should I start continuing focusing on myself? So with this receptivity card, I think it's really much telling you to go inwards and to listen to your body of where it's taking you, right? Because you said that that you feel like you're just attracting men that are trying to get over their ex because it's a reflection of you, which is really fucking accurate. I think it's just telling you right now, this time, probably the new moon for you is a very pivotal time for you to go inward and to be receptive to whatever that you're feeling. So say, for example, you're just kind of like I don't know, sitting outside, enjoying a cup of tea or whatever, and you just kind of get these thoughts and emotions kind of just like surfacing in your mind and your consciousness. Those are the stuff that you actually need to be taking into your awareness, because it's subtle, because it just feels like, oh, like I'm just thinking about this, and I'm just like, oh shit, I thought about that, and that made me feel uncomfortable. So take whatever comes into your consciousness and keep those in mind, so that as you go on through the cycle of this new moon, you're just piecing together what you're experiencing in your consciousness that bubbles up to the surface. And I think when you do that, it will help you to, first of all, try to come to be aware again of what happened to you in your breakup, and try to process it. Now, this stuff, I don't see it happening in full swing for you. It's not going to happen super fast, because that's not what you need, and that's not who you are. I think that you take life very gently and slowly and meticulously. You're a very chill person, it seems. So life is going to work in a way that works best with you. You know what I mean, Miss T Bubble? Let me know if you have any more questions. Okay, so Shay's question was, what is Brian going through now that I've left? Okay, that's what she said. Okay. This one I don't need it. Yeah, you're welcome, Miss T Bubble. So what is Brian going through now that you left, you said? Okay. All right, well, let's see. You know, with questions like these, I only read what comes up. I don't try to pry, because then that disturbs their privacy, and like that's just not, it's not honorable. So let's see what comes up though. Yeah, okay. So Shay, your guardian angels, they said they did that. They said that he doesn't want to talk about this. So if he doesn't want to talk about this to you or anybody, like why should I like read into this? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you can rephrase it. Miss T Bubble says, so trust my instincts. Yeah, pretty much. You're very spot on with your instincts. And like I said, your body takes you to where it needs to go. So like I said, when you're in quiet moments to yourself and you kind of think about things that pop up and you're just like, oh shit, don't want to think about that. Or you start, your mind starts to wander into the past with your ex. Just bring all of those memories and things that bubble up to your conscious mind as the days go by, so that you can realign yourself again. Lightning Spark, you can post your question and then I will get to it after Shay. Okay. Shay says, I'll ask something different. I respect where you're coming from. Messages and guidance and moving forward from my connection with Brian. I don't understand that question. So are you saying like, what do you do after you guys have like broken up? I think that's what you mean. Okay. Okay. Let's see which shakes. Okay, wow. So they're using the analogy of a river again, but this is your guardian angels doing that. And they're doing it from a perspective, you know those drones on YouTube where they like fly above like, I don't know, the ocean or something like that, and you kind of get this like downwards perspective? That's what they're showing me, but for your life. And with this river, it kind of just looks like so illuminated. Suddenly you have this doorway, this pathway ahead that is just so clear to you and so like full of opportunities. And you're just like, oh shit, like you're stepping into this new life and you're just like, oh shit, like I didn't know the world was so bright, so colorful. Guidance and moving forward from my connection. Like how to move on, basically. Okay, they're saying that it's the same thing. Like you and I are thinking about the same thing, but in different words. Yeah, there you go. It's funny. Like you're just stepping out, you're just like, whoa, like is this the same planet? It's funny. So apparently like the relationship that you had with Brian probably wasn't so great, right? Like whatever it was that you experienced with Brian, you were he was a hindrance to your fullest potential of what you could experience in this life. It's funny because I see you finding a new love for you, and you are very much swooning over this new guy or new person. And he's handsome. He's a gentleman. I think he's a little bit of a douche sometimes because I kind of pick up on this like douche vibe. But they said that he means well. That's funny. Silent Shadow says, guys, what are angel card readings? Angel card readings are basically you're using divination tools, which are like oracle cards or tarot cards that pick up messages from the divine. That's basically what it is. And I channel angels, so that's why I say angel card readings. Oh, okay, I see. Shay, okay, so with this new guy, it's like you're very much in love with him, but he doesn't give you the time and attention that you need. So I think that there might be like a pattern. I don't know if Brian was similar in this way to you. Yeah, Silent Shadow, please sub and like, okay? But has he been like that to you, Shay? Like he just didn't really give you the attention that you deserved, kind of a thing? Oh gosh, what's up there? Mind games, okay. Yeah, okay. That's fucked up. Anyways. Yeah, I think that you attract these types of douchebags. Let's see why. Oh, okay. So, like I mentioned in my new moon reading, there's a lot of stuff being stirred up from our past so that we can release it. And with your past, it just seems toxic. Like it's almost like you're so used to this toxic relationship like pattern that it's almost like you don't know what's right and what's wrong anymore. You know what I mean? Like how do men really treat you? That's kind of the question that I don't even know if you've asked yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know that they're treating you like shit, but it's just like, yeah, this is how it is, you know? Silent Shadow says, by the way, you have a really nice voice. Thank you. I've been told that a lot. But thanks. Shay says it was. Let's see. I think this has really to do with like how independent you allow yourself to be. But at the same time, I'm also not saying that just because you're not independent, it doesn't mean that you can't attract the love of your life, because that's not what happened to me. Let's see. Let me draw a card on this. Okay. First of all, my spirit guide said douchebag alert. And you got this card that says the tribe. And by feeling this card, the tribe, it's like you didn't have a very nice one, right? You didn't have a very nice upbringing, maybe. Shay says, this particular person was a problem for me. I didn't see how toxic the connection was for a long time. I was pretty much chasing my trauma. There you go. That's what this new moon is about. It's about clearing that up, being aware of the old stuff so that you can release it. I think that you should take a look at that video. I think it'll help you out because it's really about separating the traumas that we've had so that we can look at them with compassion and then walk away from it. I think that your dad really plays a role in this. I think that your dad didn't model what a good partner was supposed to look like. And I think that he was neglectful, like emotionally neglectful towards you. She says, I'm healing right now and identifying exactly how much trauma I had. Yeah, that's fucking hard. Shay says he did not, and he was, so was my mother. There you go. Jesus. God, your dad just like emanates like asshole. It's just like if I were to picture myself standing next to him, I'm just like, oh my God, like I can't be next to this guy. Like he's just gonna treat me like shit. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's why you're kind of your sense of reality is distorted because you don't even ask yourself like, am I in a healthy relationship or what is healthy? You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what healthy is because I'm with my twin flame and I'm married to him. Healthy looks like somebody that respects your emotions. Healthy looks like if you say that you're tired or if you're stressed, they're not going to push it. Healthy looks like whenever you're crying, they put you first because they love you and they see you as themselves. What else does healthy look like? Honestly, healthy always just puts you first. I mean, a healthy relationship is somebody that puts you first and that can't imagine their life without you. And I'm sure that a lot of douchebags have told you that and you didn't know what that meant because you never experienced it. But when you really, truly love somebody and that person truly loves you back, they will always include you in any activity. Like if they have a dream, they want you to be there too. You know what I'm saying? And it's very interesting, Shay, because I think that you came to this life to fulfill this destiny of finding like your one true love or something. Like something about you just has romance written all over it. And I think that part of you identifying your life's purpose is you standing up to yourself and allowing what's right to come into your life and pushing away what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I put this into like a coherent sentence? Empress Daisies is like, wow. That's funny. But when you read, because you're a reader too, Empress Daisy, like when you read, you kind of get this like extrasensory perception. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Shay, like for you, it's about once you find your true love partner, it's like you tell yourself like, I've made it. And the reason why I've made it is because I decided not to let people walk all over me, kind of a thing. So with you getting out of this relationship with Brian, obviously I like to use the word relapse. So it's kind of like unhealthy patterns, right? We kind of decide to ourselves like, okay, I'm going to be better. And it could be anything. It could be like not drinking. It could be like not being on the phone so much or whatever. We relapse because it's normal, you know? So you will relapse. Silent shadow. Yeah, you can ask a question. But yeah, so you relapse into like an unhealthy partnership. And that's not something that you should push yourself down for. I think it's very like I want to say natural to kind of fall back. So for you, like, what does life look like moving forward? It's a process. And it's a process that I think takes continuous guidance from friends, real friends, from readers, like maybe like me or Mermaid, Mystical Mermaid, and Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I can't give you like a boom, this is what's going to happen. It's more like this general cosmic thing that, how do I put it? That surrounds your life. Whoosh. Okay, so lightning was next. Okay, so I hope that helped you, Shay. Lightning Spark says, will I do well trading and investing in the stock market? Oh, whoa, okay. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know stock that well, but what I'm saying, or what I'm seeing is that, okay, I don't know. I don't fucking know stock, okay? But I just see like a lot of numbers like bouncing around, like way too, like, it just looks unstable. So it's like, is it a you thing or is it the stock market thing? You know what I'm saying? So it just looks more like, Crazy Girl says, how are you the most beautiful and baby face? Well, my ascendant is in Pisces. So people with an ascendant in Pisces tend to have really soft features and like a really delicate like look. So that defines me to a T. Lightning Spark says, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, so don't be so hard on yourself if something doesn't go right. Because I'm a little concerned that you're leaning on my reading to secure your comfort in this financial world. And I'm telling you, you don't need to rely on me for comfort. You can rely on God and spirit, right? And your spirit guides and stuff. But in terms of how well you will do, it doesn't look like you will make that much, to be honest. You might even lose some because I don't see you being a risk taker and like putting like $1,000 in stock. It looks more like maybe like $30 or like $50. So the loss and the gains that you will make is minimal. That's what I see. Aw, Silent Shadow says, you look really pretty. My husband doesn't even tell me that. Not that we have an unhealthy relationship. He just, I don't know, he's just very like, I'm not going to compliment you if you're asking me for compliments. Okay. Who was next? I think it was, okay, so Empress donated. So Empress, what's your question? And then it'll, so many people here all of a sudden. And then it was Silent Shadow. Okay, wait, let me just write it down. Empress, Daisy, Silent Shadow. So guys, if you are new here, please like and sub, okay? I don't know who's next. I think it was Jim. And then I think it's like that. Thanks, guys. That's so sweet. And I feel like I have to say that beauty is a tough standard to try to live to, right? Like I have makeup on and stuff like that. And like without it, like I'm okay, like I look okay. But it's just that like this world lives in a hierarchy of what beauty looks like. And that's dependent on race. And that's just like so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so beauty is an illusion. All right. Empress Daisy says, if Mark wants to come through, he can, but I would like a general message, please. Okay. Mark is like, okay, let's get right to it. He's like this. Right. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, here's what I see. I see you on this like luxurious like Egyptian day bed, and you're kind of like in this like Greek white gown, and somebody is like what is it, like fanning you with like a I was gonna say phoenix. What is that? A peacock feather. Silent Shadow says, but I don't know why you also give me comfort vibes. So while I said you were pretty, I also meant your voice and your vibes. That's so cute. I mean, I don't want to like diminish like your character. But that just like is so sweet. Like like physical thing is one thing, right? But then like the internal thing is like the best thing ever. So thank you so much. That was really sweet. Empress is like, oh my god, that's my fantasy. That's funny. Yeah, dude, I see that. And like you have like this really gorgeous wavy hair, like a what is the I don't know. It's like the old fashioned like waves. You know what I'm saying? Empress Daisy said, I'm actually manifesting a trip to Egypt as a birthday present to me, and this is what I want. Wait, you want somebody to fan you with a peacock feather? That's funny. Let's see what. Okay. All right. Wait. Let me see what he's saying because I'm kind of getting confused with the energy and stuff. Oh. Okay, let's do this really quick. Okay. Ooh, look what it says. It says bright future. Isn't that cool? And it says stop. It says stop worrying. Everything is gonna be fine. So I think that you're something about like chump change. Like I just heard chump change. Like you don't make bank kind of a thing. But this fantasy that you're wanting to manifest is like very expensive. It sounds like. Hey, Araceli. Yeah, dude. Of course. Does that make sense to you, Empress Daisy? It's so cool because, like, in this card, like, there's elephants in the back, and to me, that means like wisdom. God damn it, these lights. To me, it means wisdom, and like, there's this beautiful woman in the middle, and to me, that's you. You know what I'm saying? And you're just like this goddess. Like, people do want to like just bow down, like kiss your feet. It's like the weirdest thing. Like, like I've never seen someone do that to a human. You know. Yeah, wow, it's really, really beautiful. And I heard intelligent. Um, it's very mystical. So Empress Daisy says, yep, in a low point financially, but I want the first class plane ticket, 5-star trip there. Are you kidding me? Like, yes. I've been manifesting this for a whole year. Yeah, they're saying stop worrying. Everything's going to be fine. I wonder what Mark says specifically about this. He's saying that yellow is your color. I don't know what that is. I think, is it gold or is it yellow? Okay. Yeah, it's yellow. He was just like, just go what I said originally. He's saying that like yellow is your color because it's like the sun. It's kind of like this golden, like liquid drink that like you're just drinking this from like this porcelain cup. And you drink it and like you kind of sit on your throne and you're kind of just like yes bitch, like this is what I do on a daily basis, like I woke up like this kind of a thing. Yeah, but I'm just wondering like why this is so important. I'm talking to Mark. He says that you deserve it. That's what he says. Empress Daisy says, yes, I've been looking into buying more yellow clothes lately. Used to wear a lot of black. Way too spot on. Yeah, it's exactly what I do. In all caps. That's funny. That's really cool. Yeah, he says that you deserve it. That you deserve to pamper yourself. That you deserve to have like this luxurious like skin oil. I don't know what it is that you're putting on your body. That you deserve to see the melanin in your skin and how it like reflects against the sun with the oils and stuff. He says that you deserve to live like a true queen. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. So I guess I don't even have to answer, will this come to fruition? Because it says stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. kidding me, dude? He's like, it's like, if you could imagine what a dad does, it's almost like he's better than that. I mean, like, I have like a poor perspective on what dads look like from my experience, but like Mark is like, I don't know, the A team. I don't know why I just said that. Something like that. Okay. So did Arsa donate? Because if she did, she's going next. Okay, she hasn't. Okay. So Silent Shadow is next. So Silent Shadow, what's your question? You're welcome, Empress Daisy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming back. Oh, you're so cute. I would like that. I like a hug. You're so sweet. Apparently you're a reader, so guys, check out her stuff. Empress Daisy. She's a, what's your Instagram, Empress Daisy? Okay, so Araceli donated, and Silent Shadow says wait. So Araceli, I'll just let you go first. Oh, there you go. Okay, Silent Shadow just posted her question. Let's just do Silent Shadows first. So how does D feel towards me? Okay. Okay, how does D feel towards me, and where is this connection supposed to go? Okay, I need cards for this. I know I do. Okay. Oh, just one. Okay. Daisy Divinity. There you go. That's her Instagram and YouTube name. You want to get channeled messages. Yeah, let's do it. That sounds awesome. So everybody check out Daisy Divinity. I think she's very magical, in my opinion. I see in her Instagram and how much she sees things that other people don't see, and she catches it on video. It's crazy. You always want a reader like that, in my opinion, because they see what other people don't, right? And they believe in what other people don't. So that means that their awareness is a bit more open-minded. Okay, yeah, anyway. Silent Shadow, how does D feel towards me, and where is this connection supposed to go? So it says the fates. You know, it's interesting because your question, it just sounds like, I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of worried, and I feel like my life is really unstable right now. But the fates is about like everything is falling in line naturally. Oh, I got this like little. Everything, everything is where it needs to go, and it'll go in a natural way, and you don't have to worry about it. They're very much saying divine timing. There's this weird light like shooting from the there, whatever. So yeah, and you kind of already know that because you just said true. And I feel like there's not much for me to say because it almost feels like you already know this intuitively. But you asked a 2-for-1. We only do like 1 questions per person just to keep it fair. So I think they kind of just answered the connection part already. So to me, it just sounds like there's a buildup, this like a momentum, and all it needs is time, really. You don't really need to manipulate strings or anything like that. Not that I do that, and not that I'm saying that you should do that. Silent Shadow says, I kind of know we are supposed to be together. Yeah, there you go. But I'm really scared if I'm missing something. I mean, I think that your fear of missing something is more like, I'm afraid that nobody really wants me, right? Or some kind of like this shadow belief that the new moon is kind of kicking up and having you to be aware of. But I don't think that's true. And I think that you know that too, you know? I think that this is a real, I almost want to say twin flame relationship, or like this, is it? I don't know. I think it very may well be like these, because I'm looking at your 2 souls, and they look like lights, like these 2 lights that are meant to come together, and then once you guys stand next to each other or something, you guys become like one light. But you know, the hue of your lights are a little bit different of what I'm seeing. I asked another tarot reader. She said he's my twin flame. Well, there you go. Yeah, because what I'm seeing in my mind is that it's what it is. And twin flames are about unconditional love and undoing where things have gone wrong in the past that was out of a lack of love, right? So I think that he's going to be really filling in those cracks for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Silent Shadow says, but I am scared that he doesn't want me. That's not true, dude. That's so not true. And it could be that, no, I don't want to say that. I think it's more like the new moon, kind of like kicking up stuff and bringing the old stuff into your present so that you can look at it. Check out my new moon reading, you guys. I think it'll help us out a lot. It'll clear stuff up and help us to have clarity on our emotions that are being stirred up for this time. Juniverse Tarot, I just subbed. Thank you. Can I have a question? Can I ask you a question? Yes, but there's a line. I just finished Silent Shadows, so, and then it's going to be Araceli, and then next it'll be you. So I'm just typing this up. Like that. Silent Shadow, I don't think that you need to worry. All you need to do is just live your life day by day and just watch things unfold, right? And then suddenly you'll trust the universe again. Actually, check out my Twin Flame blog. I posted it on the description in this YouTube. I don't know if you guys can see it right now, but if you go to my website, hearttoheartreadings.com, there's a blog tab on the upper right corner, and then you'll find it. I don't know. I think you'll like it. You're welcome, Silent Shadow. Oh, you did, Araceli. Okay. And Pawan Sood. Yeah, Pawan, I'm going to put you at the last. Okay, so I'm going to cap you off at Pawan. I mean, I'm going to cap off the readings at Pawan. Pawan Sood. Okay, so Araceli, what's your 2 questions? Okay, I saw your text, Silent Shadow. Yeah, I think, actually, you guys should all check it out. Why? Because I think that this time of the new moon, it's bringing up a lot of uncertainty for people. Not that the angels are saying to not have faith in your what's the word, dreams and whatever you want to come into your life. But the reason why I posted the blog about my twin flame story is so that it can inspire people to have hope in the universe again, to believe that magic exists. It just depends on where you look, right? So check it out on my blog, www.hearttoheartreadings.com, on the right-hand side. Okay, I'm just waiting for Araceli's questions. And then later, I'm going to go to Target. I love Target. I sound like a Karen. Okay. Silent Shadow says, yeah, and I also have a lot of trauma from the past, and it kind of added up on this. Yeah, dude. I mean, everybody has their traumas. And I'm not saying that yours is insignificant just because I said that, but we all have to be aware of what has affected us and what is causing us to see our life in a distorted way. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Araceli's first question is, anything my angels want me to know? Okay. I have so much energy right now. I should really be doing readings in the daytime. Ooh, perfect deck. Okay, I'm going to use the flower deck for you. Hannah Sterling Garcia. Hi, I'm new. Yeah, I feel like I've seen you before. But I'm so sorry because I already capped it off at, damn it, I didn't copy and paste it. Not that one. It was, so Hannah, you're always welcome to get just a per question reading from me on my website. Those ones are always more in depth. Like, I really take my time on that one. Yesterday, somebody bought a 2-question reading from me for $12 because one question is $8, and I spent like 18 minutes on it. So yeah, I would say it's pretty worth it. And depending on how much you want to spend, the energy that you're willing to put out there comes back to you. So check it out. My services are on my website, www.hearttoheart.com. Oh my gosh, okay. So Araceli, as soon as I pick up this deck, this card, it's like this card was so shy to come out. So you seem like a very, very shy person sometimes. Is the free list closed? I'm confused because last week I did do a free read for everybody. So today, I mean, it's free for new subscribers. So I think that's what you're asking. All right, so expression. That's your card for you for this question. And I think my angels want me to know. And it's really cool because it's like this flower kind of looks like a trumpet, and I'm seeing you blow on a trumpet. And your voice is very like gentle, like, oh, hello. And you like whenever you walk into work or whatever, you're just like, hey guys, like you kind of just like have a sway to you, and your voice is very like sing-songy and very, very, very very chipper, yet very very calm at the same time. Yeah, Hannah Sterling Garcia. Yeah, I mean, all the questions are closed, basically. That's what you meant? Anyways, Araceli, there's something that you need to get vocal about. Something about speaking your truth. I think that sometimes people, I think people step over your boundaries a lot, or maybe a little bit. I'm not sure if it's a lot or a little bit. I can't tell based off of your emotional energy. But people take advantage of your kindness, I think. Like they see somebody that looks very open-hearted, and you are very nice, very chipper, and they're just like, oh, hey, can you take my shift tomorrow? You know, or like, oh, hey, can you drop this off for me? Like, please, like, and they're entitled, you know, they're like, please, like, they don't want to say that I don't want to do it. They're just like, oh, I gotta take care of my mom. So like, can you do it? You know, they're kind of like that. Ugh, gross. And so this message for you is more like you need to sound your horn. Like, just be like, no, sorry, I can't. Like, I'm busy. And then if they continue to respond, like, why not? Just don't respond. Because I think you know when people are stepping on you, because I in your emotional body, I can feel that you get hurt when people treat you in that way. Sorry, this feral cat that I take care of just sneezed outside. It's funny. Does that make sense to you, Araceli? She says, yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, so you don't need to like, you know, call people out. You can just be like, oh no, I can't, I'm sorry, and just put like a little emoji and just don't respond. Because I think that you need to kind of implicitly tell people when to back off, right? Okay. So what's your next question, Araceli? And the person that's next, GM Sue Huff, you can post your question if you'd like. Okay, second question is if I'll have changes in my friendships. Oh, okay. The reason why I say that is because I can see that you're kind of like your friendship circle or whoever it is that you hang out with. Like some people dip out, but some people still remain, and you're kind of just like, the fuck? It's almost like that like whack-a-mole game, you know? It's kind of just like you're supposed to hit the little mole, but like it disappears whenever you hit it, and you're kind of just like, what? You know? I wonder why that's happening, because you're such a sweet girl. I want to say yes, because I can already feel that your friendship circle or whatever is going on is fluctuating. Um, but it doesn't feel like, okay, some of them are not supposed to be your friends. I think some of them don't appreciate you for who you really are. So the people that are meant to dip out, let them. You know what I'm saying? Just let them go. It might be a little bit sad for you because you're so open-hearted and you kind of, I don't want to say naive. Naive is not the right word. It's just like you have a very pure perspective on people. So you kind of think that people are going to be just as nice as you are back. No, right? Not, you didn't experience that either from our first reading. GMSO, we only do one question per person, okay? I'm sorry, per read. There you go. And if you want to do a second, you can donate $2 for another one. Silent Shadow says, I just saw your Twin Flame blog and it made me so much less insecure because I didn't feel some tremendous connection when I met him, and that was the start of my doubts. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm so glad that helped you. I want to give you like a massive hug right now because that blog is also meant to kind of, you know, dissemble those categories that we make in our mind about what a twin flame relationship is supposed to look like. Every relationship is unique, and twin flames are not exempt from that. Techno Angel says, damn it, I was too late for the list. Yeah, dude, like, you always come on late. It's the funniest thing. Silent Shadow says, me too, girl. I feel like you're my big sister. Oh my God, that's too much responsibility. But I know what you mean. Kind of just like somebody that has walked a path sooner than you and it can tell you what's going on. In that case, yeah, then I'll always be your big sister. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Araceli, I'm so sorry. Kind of like went off topic. So Araceli, let the people that are meant to leave. And the people that will stay, they are just as kind and sweet and loyal as you are. Oh, I don't know. It kind of feels like you're more loyal and sweet than them. I don't know. But they're really good friends, the ones that are staying. So I think that's all you need to know, right? Silent Shadow says, yes, literally, I'm starting to tear up. That's so kind. Oops, I dropped something. Sorry. I don't know what to say to that. It's funny because it's like, I look very kind and open-hearted on camera, and I am, I still am, but it's just like my Asian culture taught me to like not allow vulnerable moments. So kind of sucks because like I want to be really vulnerable, but it's like when I get really vulnerable, I'm kind of just like, okay. But yeah, thanks, Silent Shadow. Techno Angel, you're always welcome to get a reading outside of the live on my website. So there's always that option. So Araceli, if you have any more questions, let me know, okay? So GM, I'm just gonna call you GM, okay? So I'm not sure what question to answer, so I'm gonna go with the first one because that seems a little bit more significant. So are there any messages from my loved ones who have passed? I want to say it's weird because I see like a grandpa and I also see like this little dog. Like the dog, it looks like I'm staring at myself on the camera, but I'm really just in here. Like the dog, it looks like a golden retriever, but it also looks really short. Silent Shadow says, it's okay, girl, I don't mind. I just wanted to express my gratitude. Aw, thanks. It's so sweet. I'm really thankful that you also feel very grateful, so thank you. And Araceli says, thank you, you're welcome. And Techno Angel says, but I don't have the money to pay for it. Damn, I don't know what to say. Try to catch me next time. GM says, I just fostered a yellow lab from the shelter. I don't know, dude. This one looks more like a puppy that has passed. Or maybe your grandparents are talking about this dog. I'm not sure which is which. Let me go up to heaven and see. I'm just like, what I'm doing is like I'm putting my hands in the clouds and I'm just parting my way so I can like squeeze in. This is very much a dog that's on the other side. And the fact that you say I just fostered a yellow lab tells me that you have experience with animals. So this seems like a dog from the past. My name is Katie. They be reading for my dad? What? So I'm doing a reading for your dad? Or is your dad on the other side? I'm getting so thirsty. I'm just checking my contour, don't mind me. Oh, they may be reading that he had a puppy that passed. So is your father on the other side, or am I doing a reading for your dad? I'm confused. And you say puppy, that's good, because this dog looks really short. Like he does look like a puppy, because he looks small. I don't know. It's interesting because I don't know if he's a mix, but I'm looking at his elbows of this dog, and it's got like hair. It doesn't. I don't know if it's a puppy. I think it's like it's an old dog, I think. I think this is an older dog because like his bones seem more frail. Not that he's unhealthy in heaven. He's just showing me that he passed because he was of age. My dad is alive. This is his channel. Okay, yes, that was my foster Monroe. There you go. There you go. Because this dog, it doesn't look like a puppy. He looks older. So is Monroe a dog? I mean, is Monroe a dog? Is Monroe a girl or a boy? He was 1? What? He does not look 1 years old. He was abused and had scarring. Oh, okay. Because he looks like his bones are frail, like weak and brittle. That's what it looks like. Because like it's funny because he's showing me his elbow. Like, you know how dogs, they just have like one bone, kind of like an elbow. And on that elbow area, like his fur looks like golden retriever, kind of like blondish color. And there's like longish, not super long, but it's long enough for you to brush on his elbows and kind of like extends out from the elbows. And his joints are like brittle. So that's why I thought he was old. But you're saying that he was abused and had scarring. Okay. Amazed how you can see these images in detail. I am too. It's funny because I didn't picture myself doing this like years ago. And it looks like your great grandpa is also standing behind this dog because I saw an old man. He looks tall, an old man, and then this dog. Okay, so it looks like your I don't know if this is your great grandpa or if this is your grandpa. I think your grandpa is still alive because I think your grandpa is not that old. So I think. Great grandpa. Oh shit. Okay. He says, I'm her great grandpa. Okay. So Katie, this is your great grandpa. And he says that he's taking care of Monroe in spirit. Yeah. He says that Monroe is a foster. There you go. Give me a second. I don't know if this is significant to you, but he kind of just picks up Monroe and he looks her in her eyes. It looks like she had like dark brown eyes. I don't know if she did or not, but he looks into her eyes and Monroe looks back at your great grandpa's eyes and your grandpa smiles and the dog like looks at him and it's like, I don't know, they have like this really deep soul connection. GMSOO says, do you know his name? Ah, shit, I'm not really good at this. Let me see what it says. Um, are you, is your orientation Asian? Because if I were to say his name, I don't know if I would be correct. Oh, you're Russian. Fuck. Okay, sorry. I got confused by your name, and I kind of got confused with like a Korean lineage. Honestly, I don't know. I would confuse myself trying to know. It might be my self-doubt getting in the way, but let me see. Okay, so he tells me that he was a very like stern man. I don't know. I don't know what he. I can tell you his personality. I'm better at picking up on personality than I am with word. Yeah, words. No, it's fine, Snarky. But anyways, I think you said that your name was Katie. There you go. But sorry, this reading is drawing on way too long. Let me. What? Okay, I don't know if this is correct or not, but your great great grandpa shows me that he sails like on a boat, and that it was really fucking cold. Techno Angel says, so when you close your eyes to see the stuff, is it like how you see things in dreams? Is it vivid, like a dream, or is it faint? I don't know. Honestly, I would say that in dreams, it's a different experience because you're not, I mean, you could be holding yourself back, so things could look a little bit blurry. Well, for me, it does. But in dreams, you don't, I don't know. I'm not a really good expert on this, but I guess for me, of what I can see, it's just what I see as if it were an imagination. Katie says, my grandpa, who was alive, was in the Navy. Okay, well, I don't know. But this is your great great grandpa. Stevens? Something like that? I don't know. But anyways, let's get into what they have to say instead of who they are. But I guess, damn it, which one's more important? I don't know. Let me draw a card. I'm getting like all over the place. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. You got a past life card. And this is very much has to do with Monroe. Monroe, yeah. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm not good with names. But let's see. Did you get Monroe from a shelter? Because Monroe shows me that she limped with her leg and that she was emotionally abused. Like the people around her were just really rotten. Yeah, okay. You got it from a shelter, okay. But she's kind of showing me the state that she was in when she was like captive by these awful people that were, oh, okay, sorry, he's a boy. Sorry. These awful people that were in his care. He's just showing me that he was just really neglected, that his hair was all matted, so it looked like he had long hair. It looks like his hair kind of looks like white. It's like yellowish white. And it looked like he has a flat face. Does he have a flat face? And like really dark brown eyes? Or maybe even eyes that look a little bit amber or like a tint of red. Oh, he was a lab. Okay. There you go. Okay. That's weird because like he looks really short when I saw him next to your great great grandpa. Let's see. Why are we talking about this? Aw, okay. Monroe is saying that he just wants to show you like who he was before you met him, and the change within him that started to, how he started to heal and how he started to progress developmentally and emotionally and spiritually when you fostered him or something like that. Or like this change between like who he was when he was taken care of by, those awful caregivers, and then Part Sharpay. That's so interesting because he isn't dead. So nice to hear from him. What the fuck? I'm so confused. But anyways. Oh, maybe your great great grandpa is telling you about Monroe? I don't know. But I'm a pet reader, so this makes sense that you're coming here to talk about pets. I know, I'm just like, what is happening? Yeah, I think the past life part is maybe not about your past life, but it was about Monroe's past life. Yeah, he's just like, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, you brought me to heaven almost. Like, he's in a much, much healthier place now. Like, people actually respect him. Like, people actually, feed him. They comb him. Like, that to him is kind of just like everything. Like, those basic necessities of just combing, feeding, giving clean water, that to him means the world. GM or Katie says, I have no idea who the grandpa could be. Do you know how he died? A sailing accident, I think. That's just what I saw. I just saw like a shipwreck happen. I don't think that he died on the spot.